Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the Anchorage where everything is awesome, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of an evening video. It's dark out. It's about 20 minutes to 8, and I wanted to see if I could get this done before I shut that light off, because then it's going to get dark, and I'm not as pretty for the camera in darker light, so just going to get started with it. So sometime back I had done a video for this series, and what it did was it covered changing the boot logo on Linux Mint so that when you're booting it, of course, we would get that Linux Mint logo, and then of course it changed over to the washing machine version, you know, where it spins around in circles. And in the last version that released, both was it 21 and in LMDE or Debian edition, they changed the boot logo over to that washing machine effect, and it overwrote anything that anybody may have had in there. So I just found out a way to mitigate that and return it back to the way it should be. So this kind of goes along with me getting that Yaru olive dark thing on there to make it more my taste, and complete the build that I've got for LMDE. But this one actually takes it a little bit higher and really completes it by customizing the boot logo to what's appropriate. So I found that out, and I want to share with you where I found it, and we'll see if we can do that and get it to work right. So let's check that. All right, so here we are over in Linux Mint 21.3. I'm on my virtual machine, so this is where I'm going to be doing this little thing. So the logo that we get when we boot up is going to look like this guy right here. So what I want to do is I want to show that to you so you can kind of see it. So I am going to restart this, so we are going to see it. See, you can just see it kind of go there. Show it to you briefly, and so I'm restarting it. So there, that logo right there. And you can kind of see it kind of doing its little washing machine effect. So what we want to do is we want to customize that to a specific logo. So I've actually got that bookmarked out on Firefox. So I've got it up right here. So here we go. I found this on the Linux Mint forums. How to change the splash logo on Mint 21 the easy way. So let's talk about this a little bit. With Mint 21, the old way of changing the image in the Plymouth folder no longer works. It's because they changed it. I found a bunch of bad info out there regarding changing the splash screen now that they use an animated instead of the old simple PNG image. Here's what you need to do. In the terminal, it says to sudo nemo, which gives you root access. Click the back arrow and the drive icon, and then navigate to user share Plymouth themes Mint logo. Delete all of the files named animation-00xx and throbber-00xx. Paste your desired PNG image into the folder and copy paste it so you have two of them. Rename one of them as animation-001.png and the other as throbber-0001.png. Close Nemo in the terminal. Run sudo update-intra mfs -u. Reboot, and you should see your custom boot logo. So it's not very involved. So this guy, Hawaii, and whatever. On a side note, one should refrain from using sudo with GUI programs. It can mess things up. I'll go along with that. One should use PK exec instead. So I'm going to try using PK exec. So this person put a smiley face with sunglasses on. And this other person says, good job. I'm wondering what resolution your PNG image is for the splash logo. Well, nobody answered. So when was this anyways? This was back on October 30th of 23. So it wasn't too long ago. All right. So what we want to do from this point is we'll go to not sudo Nemo, but PK exec Nemo. So I'm gonna pop up the terminal here. So here I've got it. And I'll do PK exec Nemo. It's wanting me to authenticate, so I'll use my super secret password, which is definitely not 123. And there we go. And we are in. Okay. So let's go back to that. And we want to navigate to user share Plymouth Themes Mint logo. So I'm going to copy that. And back to here, I'm going to toggle this item here so I can get the entire path here. I'm going to paste over that and hit enter. And here. All right. So we are in there. And we can already see that right here, I've got the PNG logo that I want to use. So, all right. It says delete all of the files named animation-00xx and throbber-00xx. Well, I'm not going to delete them. However, I'm going to move this over to details. I'm going to click this list view. I'm going to click that so I can see them all. And I'm going to highlight all of these. So all of the animations. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those and I'm going to paste them into this new folder that I created called old. So I'm going to paste them into the folder. And then throbbers. So I'll remove all of the throbbers. So I'll cut all of those and I'll paste them into there. Boom. So now we don't have anything. So, all right. So now it says, paste your defiled image into the folder, which I already did, which is this one. Then it says copy and paste it. So paste it there. And then I need to rename one as animation 0001.png. So I'm going to copy that. And I'll do this one. I'm going to rename. I'm going to paste like that. And the other one is going to be throbber. Copy that. Okay. Rename, all paste. Like that. See that? Isn't that fantastic? All right. So there we go. Okay. And then it says close Nemo. So let's close Nemo. And then in the terminal, do a sudo update intra mfs-u. This one I will use sudo because I'm not sure if PKexec is going to allow it to really kind of take. We want to use that super user and to really make sure that it gets done. Now we're updating this thing called intra mfs. So basically what this means is initial RAM file system, which is what's initiated when you first go to start up your system. And then it says -u. -u, I'm assuming, means -update. So I'm going to paste that here, hit enter, and it needs a super secret password. So like that. So it says update. Okay, so we'll wait for it. Okay, it is all done. All right, so I'm going to close out of that. And then it says reboot, and you should see your custom logo. So I'm going to close this. And I am going to do a restart. And let's see what happens. It took. All right, How's it looking? Oh, there it is. Yay. And it works just fine. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. And there you go. All updated. So, yeah, follow those directions and you can update your own Linux Mint startup on 21 and above. Granted, we're not on 22 yet, but, you know, soon enough. Yeah, so there it is. And now, if you noticed it, it seemed like it was a little squished and a little stretched out sideways. Just a little tweakage I use GIMP for my graphics manipulation and editing those files and such like that. So I'll play with it a little bit and get it a little bit more square, and it'll, at the end of it all, it'll be looking absolutely perfect. But I have no complaints on how it looks right now. As far as getting it all straightened out, I'll do that on my actual LMDE box on Solaria. I'll take care of it there. I'm not going to worry so much about it on my virtual machines. I may go ahead and get it all fixed up on the LMDE environment. I have that as a virtual machine. That's my Debian Edition testing box. So that's where I want to try to start. That's where I go to try out stuff before I bring it over and install it and run it on my actual production box. So it's my testing environment, and it's also for videos. I'm not going to do it on this one. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. So thank you very much. Skál. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one and drink to victory.